Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and happy Friday. To the new faces, thanks for clicking and I'm glad you're here. To the returning crowd, you know how much I appreciate that you're back. Today's topic is one for the solo players. I've been reading the comments and I know there's a slew of you out there that mostly, or almost mostly, strictly play this game solo. So I wanted to make a video just for you, and I hope I do it justice. But bear with me first as I do the opening thank yous. My subscribers, you appreciate the content enough to subscribe and build the community with me. My members, you join to provide additional support. Those of you who have donated or purchased merch from the store, you allow the channel to improve. In my clan, your continuing feedback, topic suggestions, and camaraderie provides a boost to my motivation to keep going. So a huge thank you to all of you. Okay, let's do it. The Division 2 was never truly designed for solo players. Not really. Not when you look at the bones of it. The way missions scale, the way skills are balanced, even the way revives work. Everything about the game screams, bring your friends, it's better that way. And yet, a lot of you play solo anyway. Sometimes because you prefer it. Sometimes because schedules don't line up with other clanmates or friends. Sometimes because you'd rather just deal with legendary Black Tusk than random matchmaking. The irony? Playing solo might be the harshest, hardest, most unforgiving way to experience the Division 2, and also the most educational. And that's what I wanted to dig into today. Not to glorify solo as better, because let's be honest, it often isn't. It's harder, it's punishing, and it can be downright unfair, especially when the game receives updates. But those pain points, those cracks in the design, are exactly what make solo the accidental teacher the devs probably didn't mean to have exist. And solo could be the single best way to learn the Division 2 inside and out. Okay, so the game's co-op blueprint. From the start, the Division franchise leaned into its co-op DNA. Think about the marketing for the Division 1. 4 agents moving in perfect synchronicity, skills chaining together, voice comms crisp and tactical. That carried straight into the Division 2. And a lot of mechanics approve it. Revives and self-revives, they only make sense really in group play. One person goes down, someone else gets them up. Solo, you're often either running a reviver hive or praying you don't get melted before it triggers. The skill synergy, fire turret or foam chem, that's good for crowd control while your teammates pick targets apart. Healing chems or shield tanks, again, synergy. Alone, you're forced to cover both roles at once, which can split your builds. Then there's the mission design. The engagement areas scream group play. NPCs flood from multiple spawn doors, bosses marching at you with big-ass armor bars, while drones scream their little beeps at you from all around right before they explode. And the intent is obvious. 4 guns, 4 brains, 4 roles. The Division 2 assumes you're not alone. That's why time to kill is tuned the way it is. That's why legendary difficulty throws every elite Black Tusk at you in a single room. That's why objectives often require holding 2 points at once, because a squad can split, but a solo player has to stretch like a rubber band that usually snaps. And yet, despite all the scaffolding, players keep breaking those rules. They go at it alone. They make these insane builds and have finger-hand-eye coordination I will never achieve. Not just because they have to, but because they want to. Which brings us to the cost of breaking the design. Going solo in the Division 2 feels like walking into a fight with one arm tied behind your back, especially for the new players. You could win, but the game never stops reminding you that you weren't supposed to. Here's what I mean. No safety net. In groups, a down isn't immediately the end. You could be revived. You could crawl behind cover and stem. In solo, that agent deceased screen is a reset button. Every mistake costs more time. angles and blind spots. In squads, teammates naturally cover multiple angles and multiple vantage points. In solo, every engagement area is a 360-degree death trap. Especially now since retaliations is the new hot thing. I swear, it seems like the NPCs are smarter, tougher, and hit harder. If you're aiming forward, the rusher NPC is already halfway around the side. Status effects that end runs, like fire, bleed, disrupt. In co-op, these are setbacks. In solo, they're often full mission wipes. There's no one to pick you up when a single grenade puts you on fire. Then you got the respawn, cost, and resets. In solo play, death usually means losing buffs, progress, or momentum. Oh, and time. For players trying heroic or legendary, it can mean re-clearing entire segments. That's a punishment system far harder than group play. So why do it? Why keep throwing yourself into the grinder? Well, because solo, while punishing, forces players to learn. And those lessons stick harder than any YouTube build video ever could. So some of those hidden lessons? Well, here's where the conversation flips. Solo doesn't make the game better, but it does make you a sharper player, usually through attrition, whether you like it or not. One lesson is the AI behavior. Solo forces you to watch the NPCs like a hawk. You start recognizing spawn patterns, flanking timings, sniper nests. Suddenly you can read an encounter before it unfolds with some surprising accuracy. A lot of my video footage shows me camping a door. I believe someone attempted to call me out on it, suggesting it was boring or lazy. Well, yeah, it is, but it's also efficient and effective. I've been playing this game daily for almost 7 years, and a lot of that was solo, so yeah, I'm trying to get through the engagement. I'm gonna camp. Then there's map awareness. Because no one has your back, you have to study cover layouts. You learn which walls are death traps, which objects eat grenades, which spawn doors are hot zones. That knowledge pays off when you do a group up. Another lesson is tempo and pacing. Solo punishes extremes. Push too hard, dead. Play too slow, also dead. The real skill is finding rhythm. Whether that's movement, reset, advance, reset, so on and so forth. It's a tempo game, and solos are forced to master it. There's also build identity. In a squad, weaknesses can be covered. Solo strips that luxury. If your DPS build can't self-sustain, you'll feel it instantly. Solo forces you to understand why talent, stats, and set bonuses matter, not just that YouTube told you to equip it. And then there's efficiency over flash. Solo trains you to value consistency. It's not about huge crit numbers. It's about steady, clear speed, reliable uptime, low downtime. Flashy builds get humbled real fast when no one is there to bail you out. Now, these lessons don't make solo better. They make it harsher. But in that harshness is an education a lot of players, and I say that in air quotes, would never willingly sign up for. Now, for an odd truth. As much as solo teaches you, it's not intentionally supported. It's tolerated. And that's where the opportunity lies. Imagine if the devs actually leaned into solo as its own legitimate playstyle. Not by making it easier, but by acknowledging its unique challenges. Scaling that makes sense. Right now, NPC health and armor often feel bloated in solo. Bullet sponges. Balance could shift towards smarter scaling, fewer NPCs per wave, but with more tactical pressure. Recognition of role compression. Solo players are forced to tank, heal, and or DPS all at once. Imagine a mode or modifier that acknowledges this by giving solo builds subtle boosts to flexibility without breaking difficulty. Better rewards for risk. If solo is Division's hidden hard mode, why not reward it as such? A few exclusive accommodations, higher material drops, or even a daily, weekly, or monthly project. Tutorials that teach self-reliance. New players stumble into solo without realizing what it demands. Even a simple onboarding message explaining hazard protection, self-revive, or spawn awareness could flip frustration into preparation. Now, in recent months, the game has started to show some leaning into that. For example, the journeys. So there is some precedence there. It's just not necessarily something that outside that small mechanic of the game that it's actually recognized. Now, the point isn't to make solo easier. The point is to recognize that solo is different. Treat it as its own experience, and it becomes one of Division 2's greatest strengths instead of its guiltiest secret. So where does that leave us? Well, the Division 2 was never really designed for solo play, and playing solo often feels like bending the game until it creaks. It's harder, harsher, and occasionally unfair. But in that difficulty lies a brutal kind of education. Solo doesn't let you coast. It doesn't let you rely on other people's builds. It forces you to understand the mechanics in a way no video guide ever could. And that's the irony. Solo isn't better, but it could be. If the devs ever decided to polish this accidental teacher through smarter scaling or fairer punishments or even just recognition, solo might evolve into the single best way to master the Division 2 before diving into squads. Until then, solo remains the ultimate test of stubbornness and patience. And for some of you, that's exactly why you love it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thanks to all the subscribers and members who keep the channel alive. Your names on the thumbs up wall mean more to me than you know. I would suggest dropping a comment about why you solo, but I never really had to ask for that, as so many of you willingly gave me that information in the comment section of a lot of my previous videos. So instead, I want to hear specifically from those of you who don't play solo and why. I mean, sure, you might have clans or friends, but I would like to know if there are any other reasons. Now, let's all have a great time discussing that choice. No right or wrong reasons. It boils down to preference, but I'm curious as to what they are. Please remember to like, share the video, hit the notification bell if you like this sort of thing. Remember to check us out on all the platforms. You can find the platform clan leaders here and in our Discord channel. We have socials, we have merch, we have live streams. Come check us out. And until the next one, this is Hannibal, signing off.